posted was back in 2022, and I said I was going to be away for a while. The reason I was gone is because I went back to nursing school. I actually did a program that was 16 months long. I took a little bit more time off because I had to do some prerequisite courses, and that took a little bit longer than just the 16 months that was the core classes. It was a really rough curriculum, but by the grace of God and the sacrifices of my mom and a mountain of student loan debt, I was able to do it without working. There were many late nights, many tears, some all-nighters, and so many Monster energy drinks that I was gifted the whole Monster rainbow at one point. I've learned a lot, and I really hope to share my experiences with you, and hopefully I can help you as well. If you are in school right now, or if you're thinking of going back to school, my advice is just to make the most of your experience while you're there. It can be comforting to just go to class, do your notes, get in your car, and get out of there. But I recommend trying to make at least one friend in your class, just so that you can have somebody that understands what you're going through. They can relate to you, they can see what you're going through, and you guys can have a conversation about that when it's needed. I have some really good memories from my time in school, and I met some amazing people who I think are going to end up being lifelong friends. Nursing school is really, really hard, and not only do you need to have a good home support, but you also need to have people, especially the people that you're interacting with every day, somebody who can crack a joke every once in a while, so that if you're having a really horrible day, it can become a little bit more tolerable. Or if you have a difficult class and somebody's actually doing well in it, they can help you to see where you might need a little more room to grow. And even just to blow some bubbles before you have a stressful test, it's good to have somebody being in your corner like that. Before we go on, be sure to like and subscribe to see more of my videos, and share this video with somebody who's in school right now. Maybe they're thinking of going back to nursing school. I'm hoping these videos will help them. And you can also leave a comment below with any questions that you might have about my time in nursing school, or if you have any specific topics that you're struggling with, then I can help you out. I'll try to do my best to answer them in a future video. Another thing that you might be struggling with, that I struggled with, is imposter syndrome. I want you to accept that at least once you're going to feel like a fraud. My tip for you when that happens is to remind yourself of your wins. If you had a good check-off day in the lab and you put in a Foley without even looking at the instructions, or maybe you're doing clinicals and you got satisfactory marks on your care plans and that's the last one you had to do, celebrate those wins, because even if you try, you're never going to do everything right the first time around, and that's why you're a student nurse. You still have so much learning to do, but you're on the right track. You're going to become a great nurse. Don't give in to any doubts or any negative feelings. And think of the best nurse you know. At one point in their nursing school or their nursing journey, they felt exactly the way you're feeling now, and they're still the best nurse you know. That's gonna be you one day too. I believe it. We got this. I graduated in December. Yay! And personally, I thought I'd graduate and then take NCLEX, which is our state licensing exam, 2 days later. That did not happen. Oh, how wrong I was. I was calling the board of nursing. I was refreshing my emails 10 times a day, looking for an email that never came. Our cohort had to wait a little bit more than a month to get our authorization to test. That's kind of the email that says, hey, you're good to go. Just set up your exam date. I was told that it could take up to 6 weeks to get my authorization to test, and another 6 weeks to get the results after I've taken the test. I did not want to believe that. I wanted to believe that God was on my side, and 2 days later I was going to do it. But that was a huge lesson for me in patience, and I had to just wait and trust God's timing, stay focused, and stay faithful. When I finally got the ATT, I scheduled the exam on January 23rd, 2024. I was trying to look for earlier dates to test, even going so far as 80 miles out of my way, but they didn't have anything until the end of January. So I'm really happy that I got the 23rd, and I'm really happy to say that by the grace of God, I passed NCLEX on my first attempt. Yes, I'm officially a registered nurse. God has been so good to me. He's been on my side since the beginning, even when I did not acknowledge him or even accepted him. And because of his presence in my life, that's made me see how he's showing up in the little things in my life. That helped me to know that I mattered to him. And when the big things like taking NCLEX came, I was able to trust him wholeheartedly with it. So if you're a Christian girly, spend some time in prayer, relying on God, and just trying to follow his will in your life. He's got your back. Don't worry. Speaking of NCLEX, remember I was saying earlier, I was told that it could take up to 6 weeks to get the results. I did not want to wait 6 weeks. Well, a good friend of mine from class, she sent me a link to the Board of Health for my state, and just entering my name, first and last name, that showed that I was an active registered nurse in the system. That was only 24 hours after taking the exam. I know that there are options out there that give you unofficial test results for a fee, but this was a free option. So some other friends who took their exams after me got their results in 18 hours. So if you're taking the exam, that's the best free version of checking your status I can recommend to you. Go on your state's Board of Health and write your first and last name and check it out. So moving forward on the channel, I hope to have nursing and nursing school related videos, as well as my normal arts and crafts videos too. I've been getting into digital art and I can't wait to show you guys what I've been learning. I've been having a lot of fun crocheting and making the cutest gifts for my friends, and I want to share those with you too. I don't have a schedule yet for posting, but go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I post my next video. Also, share this video with somebody that you think could benefit from my content. Help me to get my message out to a wider audience. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!